Dreamscheme is a great way for adults and young people to work together locally. We do our bit, which helps our community. We earn points for every hour we do. We spend the points on trips and activities that we choose together.
Dreamscheme was started by Kate King in Sheffield. Now there are lots across the country and quite a few in the South West. We're going to tell you about one of them, our Dreamscheme at Seaward Way in Minehead. I'm Ashley Horton and I live in Seaward Way Estate.
Can you tell us how it all started?
Well, it started quite a few years ago now, quite like with the community police officers and things, introducing it.
Through neighbourhood policing we worked very closely with the housing associations and it became apparent that there was a problem with low-level crime and antisocial behaviour. We had a meeting with the housing associations because they had several cases of antisocial behaviour here on the estate and we wanted to combat it together. Knightstone organised some training for us and we had some training with Kate King, who started the very first Dreamscheme in Sheffield years ago. We thought it was a fantastic scheme and it would work really well down here in Minehead. Following some training from Kate, which was paid for by Knightstone, we got the scheme up and running. We did a pilot session where we held a really simple litter pick on the estate. The children were armed with litter picks, bin bags and rubber gloves, went round the estate picking up litter. Knightstone provided some skips. The skips were filled and the children had great fun picking up all the litter and it was a really good success.
We've done all sorts now over the last 4 years. Something the children particularly enjoyed was a tile painting project. So you'll see around the estate there are lots of plain white tiles that the children painted, so almost 250 in all. It was all their idea and then they painted house numbers onto them and gave them to the residents as gifts. That was great, that was a couple of years ago. And then there's this wonderful multi-use games area that we renovated with lots of help from council and local businesses and other organisations. And then we do more simpler tasks like gardening for other residents from the estate or visiting the elderly nearby. Right, guys, what do you like best about Dreamscheme?
Trips like going to Creeley and that, and I like helping people out. Like on a couple of Christmases ago, we went to an old people's home and we helped them and all that. I like Creeley, gardening and painting all fences and walking to Dunster Beach.
Has it made any difference to you and your families?
Yeah, I've made a difference because I don't want to be stuck at home watching television and I just want to get out and do really fun stuff.
If I wasn't in Dreamscheme, I would be
being bored and doing my homework.
I'm Mary Fox. I've lived on the estate for 20 years now. Right at the beginning, I was probably one of the first people to buy a house here. I think Dreamscheme is something this estate needed very badly. It's about 4 years, I think, now since it was started, and there's been a huge improvement in the estate. Mostly, I think, originally because it provided a focus for the children, something for them to do, but perhaps even more importantly, somebody who cared, or something that cared about them and was for them. And in the years since, it's been very noticeable that there's been a happier relationship between the older people on the estate and the children. Long may it last.
Hi, I'm Debbie Fitzpatrick. I've lived here for 16 years and been a volunteer for Dreamscheme and helped run it for the last 4 years. I've been involved with Dreamscheme with the children doing different tasks, trips of their choice, publicising, delivering flyers.
So what's it like being a volunteer?
Fun, challenging. It brings the community together and the people together of Seaward Way.
How has the Dreamscheme improved things?
Like they're trying to help like car wash and painting and then like doing the gardening and everything. and then tidying it all up, and then giving children the points that they deserve. I was born to be an actor.
Hello, my name's Barbara and I'm a Dreamscheme volunteer. I've lived on Seaward Way for 12 years and I'm the main point of contact for the parents and children regarding Dreamscheme. We work very, very closely with Somerset Rural Youth. We used to take the children up the hills and they've made Christmas wreaths and they've also made bird boxes for the trees around, and some of them even have families of blue tits in them. To the community, Dreamscheme has made a huge, enormous difference. We used to have on the estate a lot of antisocial behaviour, and now it's down to almost nil, which is fantastic.
And what's it like being a volunteer?
I get a great deal of pride and respect from the children. It's nice to see that the younger children are joining, and it's lovely to see them all, and it makes a better community all around.
This is our new play area. So a couple of years ago the children came to us and they said that the equipment was not good enough for them. It was getting really run down in here. So we started thinking about what we could do, and it was all their idea to have this great new equipment. We had some consultation days with them and they did some drawings for us and designed exactly what they wanted, which we took to the play park companies, and this is what we came up with. And they're even involved in the feedback to children in need, who are the main funders now, and they're carrying out focus groups for me and doing questionnaires.
It's quite an impression through old people having the face of a young child that's always in the wrong and is always hanging about on the street corners doing nothing, absolutely nothing with their lives. And it's quite similar around here. When you're involved in Dreamscheme, you're together as one and you're with a community and you feel comfortable, and it's changed my life because it's made me feel like actually it's kind of like a work experience really, because you're doing things to earn opportunities for yourself. So you go visit trips, you do everything, you go freely, you have the day out, but you've earned that, and that's really important that children have that in their heads, and that's what's important for me.
1, 4